It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate,
Arr.
contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, the fine print's out of the way. It's time to roll with the show. Oh, and what is it? September 7th. All right, so we'll jump over real quick, make sure everything's running, functioning properly. Good grief, I see there's all sorts of people dropping into the chat. Barb's in there, Dennis, the Bills, coming through. Jason, welcome aboard to everyone dropping in. And now I gotta do all the scrolling and get back up there to the top. Let's get Chuck in here. He's been trying to do a disappearing act on me.
Yeah, it's dropped out on me twice. Once was my fault. Pushed the wrong button.
Yeah, I happened to flip over to a different screen there for a second and come back, and you were gone. And I'm like, he does a pretty good disappearing trick too.
The other one, I don't know what happened. But we're back. We're live. I see we got a pretty good. Hey, Dennis,
Right.
how's it going? And Tim reports, Illinois Digger, he just got back from England. Everybody's asking him how he did.
Hopefully
Mark's in
well.
the house, Emery, ORH. I think Barb's in there. We got to do some talking too about that. Jason.
Yeah. She was canning pepper relish today.
Oh,
Let's see here. Spot price gold $3,607.20 minutes before the show. Silver $41.11 minutes before the show. As we were fixing to go live, it had dipped a little bit, and in
yep.
another 5 minutes, who knows?
Yeah, it dropped to $35.92.40 and $40.94. So it's doing a little bouncing around. Then it turned around and it looked like it was making a $7 gain back. So yeah, there's a lot of trading going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I don't know, maybe somebody can throw it out there in the chat, but at prices like that, I was just trying to crunch numbers. Frankie Juarez in the house.
Yo, Frankie.
Yeah. I was just trying to crunch some numbers real quick, and I think we come up with that a gram of gold would run for right around $115
A gram.
a gram. Yeah.
So when you run the slick plate and you get an 8-gram cut or whatever it come up to, time was well spent.
Yeah. And I mean, anymore, even if you just dig it don't even have to be a chunky gold ring.
Mm,
You're not doing bad. Bob Hollycross in the house.
no, you're not. No, Bob. So, yeah,
Dennis,
that's why I think that the amount of rings, I was talking with a gentleman, he's ordering a detector. He's from down in Florida today. And he'd been on the beach and he got 2 titanium rings, a couple silvers.
yeah, and I think we're going to see more and more of that just because of the sheer cost.
That's right. Yep. People can't afford. Jill and I were talking about. Just think of class rings. What do they make class rings out of these days? They still do gold ones that can be pretty pricey.
If you can afford them.
That's right.
And then they do, what was that? Lustrium, I think, is one of them.
I've heard the name, but I haven't had one in hand. Heard the metal.
It's kind of a mix of silver alloy, if I remember right.
Is it? Mm-hmm.
Looks like, let's see. Tim says that he found a 0.89 gram 22 karat ring in England.
22 karat. That's pretty good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. That's high grade there. Has 1798 London hallmarks. Nice.
Wow.
Well, Tim did okay then. And
you got a little gold.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And Barks is reporting they're doing a ring and return at their meeting tomorrow night. Emery is, he found.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And Dennis has got in the chat that, and I'm assuming this is at the 3607.20 spot price, that a gram of gold is $115.91.
Yep.
So that means that puts a say like a 10th ounce eagle probably right around, what do you think, 375, 400?
I saw the Eagles today, but they were 349?
Okay.
So yeah,
So
it's
I
in
was a
that
little
ballpark.
off.
No, not much. And somebody says Lustrum, he thought it was basically stainless steel.
It could be. It's I know it's an alloy and it's overpriced for what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like everything else. The prices keep going up on everything, and as the prices continue to climb on everything, manufacturers are trying to find cheaper options for the end
Right.
user.
Right.
And I mean, this translates into the jewelry market as well. That's why hunters are finding so many tungsten and stainless and
We had a pipe fitter working at 3M quite a few years. He'd make rings for guys. Stainless steel pipe.
there you go.
Yep. And at that time, I don't know what they're charging now for a stainless steel ring. And I know you can now get these black, kind of like a rubberized ring.
Yeah, the silicone rings
Yeah.
and
All kinds of stuff.
I even had a guy contact me once that had lost a ring, wanting to know if I could find it. He had I want to say he said it was a ceramic ring.
Hmm.
Which,
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't think I'd sooner wear stainless.
Yeah.
Ceramic sounds like you're just asking for trouble.
Could be. Could be. I read a couple articles on gold and some prognostication by money managers that they expect on this rate that you could see $5,000 an ounce by January.
That would not surprise me.
Nope, me either.
And I think we had even mentioned on the show that we could see that maybe by the end of the year, if not certainly by the end of next year. At the rate we're going, I mean, it sure is fun to watch, and seeing the price climb the way that it has. I know I had pulled some gold jewelry out of the display case because I thought, well, really, what's it doing here? It's not doing me any good in a display case. Maybe I ought to sell some of this off. But seeing the price continue to climb has caused me to put those back in the display case.
There you go. And if it if it makes it there, that's good on the gold seller, but it's not good for the economy because all that means is our dollar is devaluing.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of plus and minuses.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that play into this.
Yeah. Yeah. And platinum's starting to creep up pretty good. I didn't check that price. I looked at it the other day, but
oh, finally.
yeah, not a lot, but it's made a little upward swing off and on. So, but yeah, all that'll do is better put some sort of guard around your catalytic converters.
Yeah. I mean, they're really cracking down on that stuff too.
Yes, they are. Ooh.
You got to be careful about that stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's a lot of swing going in all the metals and copper, and even lead. And
Bob Hollycross is going on a ring return maybe tomorrow.
No, good, Bob.
Try anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
let's see. Dennis has got the spot for platinum
Yep.
in now.
Yep.
$1,393 an ounce, or
Yep.
yeah, $1,393.40 an ounce.
Yep.
Oh, Barks has got it in there too. Okay, that's what kind of got me there for a second, because I'm like, oh, wait a minute, my screen jumped. Or, well, did it? I don't
Yep.
know. And then they both had it in there back to back. Now that's the way. I mean, they're right on spot. They've got it in there fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yep.
So you get the results real time.
Yeah.
So good luck on the ring return tomorrow, hopefully, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Do well.
Yep. And if it's a gold ring, I'm sure they'll be very glad that you found it.
And even, you used to the 10-karat gold, 10-karat gold, 9-karat in England. There's a lot of that. It's
Yep.
30%. Most were bands, that kind of stuff. But now, any carat with any amount of weight, the values come around on them too.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially anymore, a lot of the modern jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, you see primarily 10 and 14 karat. Yes, occasionally you will find a higher carat, but usually that's where it seems to fall at. That's what people feel they can afford or whatever, not to mention the fact 10 and 14 are more durable
Right.
than 18. So that's where it falls in at, but still, 10 and 14 karat, you get yourself a few decent rings, you got a little bit, you got a few dollars in your hand.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
I mean, and at prices that we're seeing for gold and silver, some of these people that are very methodical hunters, if they've got their eyes set on a new machine or a new pinpointer or a new digger, it can very easily be had. Just cash in a few of your finds.
I just had a guy do that. So stole off
Yeah,
the bench and ordered a Manicore.
yeah, it happens. It does happen. So that's one way to do it, folks. I mean, get out
And
there and swing that coil and dig it up.
that was his finds of this summer, beach hunting.
Yeah, good point. It wasn't like these were the finds over the past few years. That was just this spring and summer, basically.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you can't shake a stick at that at all.
Right.
Swansea's in the house.
Oh.
I wonder how things worked out with his cellar hole site that he was going to be getting into. I'm hoping that he's had the opportunity to get in there and start working it over a little bit. I mean, it's going to take him a while, because I'm sure he's going to be very methodical with that one. But man, that is one that, a lot of us just dream to fall into a site like that.
Yeah, but I was looking today. I drove up, and the corn, all the ears are dropped. They're going to be picking shortly. The beans, Yeah, time to hit a couple of places, start pulling that silver and gold out up here.
Right.
See how we do up in Wisconsin next weekend too. Looking forward to that. Lots of open hunting there.
Yeah. Randy DeMario says that he ended up with 26 grams of gold and didn't even sell the necklace.
Yep. That's what he told me. That necklace. There's a little cash account there, Randy.
Yeah, I would definitely. That's one that sure you could sell it, but I think that one I would just go ahead and keep. I mean that's a chunk of money.
How much did that weigh, Randy?
Yeah, I don't remember how much it
I
weighed,
don't
but I
either.
know it was chunky
Yeah.
for a gold find. I mean, I've seen them chunkier, but 16.2 gram.
18.
Yeah, he says he wears it. I
Yep.
would too. Yeah, 18.2. I would too.
Yep.
I mean, why at the prices that everything is why pay for it when you can get it for free? Just go dig it up.
Yep.
And it doesn't take much at all to clean that jewelry up when you dig it up. Not at all.
Good
And
stuff.
Swansea says he does have the town pinned down. He's just got to be patient. Or maybe he's saying, I've just got to be patient.
Yeah.
He'll get to it, I'm sure. But it's good to see him in the chat again.
Yeah.
I'm
Always
sure.
good.
I'm
Always.
sure he'll get to it.
I'll bet he does. I'll bet he finds her. So, but no, that like I said, we're looking forward to hitting the road on Friday. Get up there for a while and do a little hunting and do the hunts and get a little morning hunt in on Sunday and motor home.
Yeah. And it sounds like for those that are attending Dig Fest, the weather is going to be spectacular.
I'm hoping. It's all we can hope for. It's all we can look to. So I didn't know if Tim signed. Illinois Digger, Mr. Tim, did you sign up for that one?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he did.
I hadn't heard if he had or not.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see if he says anything in the chat about it.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about doing it if he could swing it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, here he is. He just got back from England.
Yeah. But he could bring her along on that. She likes to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Mm-mm. So, and Barb, we need to talk to you. She said they've already went from summer to fall.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, Barb.
And I meant to mention it Wednesday, since it was the beginning of September, and it got away from me. But here we are. It's the beginning of September, so tick-tock, time is drawing closer. It's time for the kids' great metal detecting Christmas giveaway.
Or he says the acorns were hitting them on the top so fast, sound like gunfire. Yeah, our walnut trees are laden heavy, and so is the pin oaks out here. So yeah,
right.
that's what they always say. You get a good
Right.
matched crop, and you got a cold winter coming.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It will be I don't know. I've heard people say that we could actually get a real winter this year. But also on the other side, 5 Mile Relic Hunter in the house. Also on the other side of things, I have heard people say that we could get snow in September this year. I told them, I said, yeah, we had that the other night. And they said, no, we didn't. It was rain. I said, exactly. That's what they call it when it's warm.
Well, they're talking back to 85 for us for a couple days here,
We got the same coming up here.
and then cooling back off, but not as bad. So it's the fall roller coaster
Right.
instead of the spring.
Yeah, we had a real roller coaster this spring, and looks like we're about to go through it again this fall. As far as winter, I don't know. They've said for years, "Oh, this is going to be a bad one."
Oh yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, there's a couple guys on YouTube, and they got storm chasers, and they're pretty knowledgeable in their weather patterns and stuff. And this one always liked to do the prognostication. He does one that there's a dividing line that's going to be very definitive this year with the way the jet stream is going to come, and it cuts right about our area in Illinois, and a lot of snow. And then the further you go, it's colder, and you go south of that, and they get a lot more freezing rain. And I looked at it, and I thought, well, you're making a real comfortable forecast. Well, if you're on this line, it's going to be cold, snowy. If you're below here, it's going to be warmer, maybe freezing rain and wet. Well, that's what we've been having the past 5 years. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's see. Kevin says he read somewhere that Lake Erie could have historic levels of snow this year.
Ah,
And that's, I mean,
Lake
we're far enough north in Ohio that that's what we have to kind of watch out for is the lake effect snow off the Great Lakes.
Yep. We get the wraparound off the lake effect, but we don't get the amount that they can get over on that west coast there along Wisconsin, and then
Right.
Michigan. Oh man,
Right.
Michigan gets it, and so it is what it is. It's winter.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's
what
gonna turn
Swansea
cold.
normally says because he's up there in New England. He just gets buried until like June.
Yeah. So it is what it is when it comes. And one thing about the Midwest, if they talk this kind of snow south, the world's going to end down there. You get a little further north, well, we got more than 2 snowplows per town. We can get through it. You get up here, well, we just go dig out and go to work.
Right. Randy DeMario says, freezing rain's the worst. I'll dig out snow anytime.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Randy, but we've been getting some of that. So, and that's when you lose. You got bigger power outages, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you really lose then. I mean, tree limbs snapping out of trees, taking out the power lines. Ohio Relic Hunter says the Farmer's Almanac says lots of cold and snow this winter.
Good call. It's winter.
Yeah. Yep. I can guarantee this. We'll see something. It'll be cold. It'll be snowy. It'll be icy. It'll be miserable. After about a month of it, we'll all be wishing we were back in summer again. Except for the snow bunnies. That's the way it goes.
Yep. Yep. Well, anyway, keep tuning up your detectors as long as we can get out. Let's go out, show us some good stuff. Let's go find some stuff. This next weekend ought to be a blast up there. And looking forward to that. If nothing else, we hit it right. The Boy Scout camp goodies. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. I think Randy posted that it sounds like it's going to be essentially right there around mid 70s, lows in the mid 40s.
Yep.
So you may see upper 70s, upper 50s, or lower 50s for the lows. But either way, it ought to be comfortable during the day.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping so.
And that's the important part. That's when everybody's going to be out hunting, trying to get their dig on.
That's right. That's right. And I haven't talked to Alan since they were on the other night. I don't know ins and outs of how many more have signed up. So
yeah, neither have I, and I don't believe I've seen him in the chat either.
No, I didn't.
So I'm not sure if they've had many more sign up or not. I know they had a few available slots before, but they were also kind of figuring they were going to have people hitting day of too.
Yeah. ORH says he turned his furnace on. Changed the filters before it gets too cold. Well, I turned on a small area heater, and because the 3-season room, which is a 4-season room, was cooling down. That's where that's at. And we've had that on a couple of times, short shot, just to keep it cozy, because it was this morning around 4:30. It was 44 degrees, 43 degrees here.
Wow. I haven't turned on anything yet because we just came out from under that long heat wave, and good Lord, our utility bill was $300.
Oh man, you're running that air.
And it's like, man, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't, because I mean we can't just shut the air off, and
Right.
And then finally it got cool enough where we're like, okay, we're shutting the air off, opening the windows, and that'll be fine. So hopefully, knock on wood, we don't have to turn that back on, and it'll be a while before we have to turn the furnace on.
Yeah. That. And we got winterizing to do on fire trucks coming up here in October. And that kind of stuff. Yearly ritual there. Get the pump tests done, winterization, make sure all the valves are good, cycled well, not leaking by because we leave the drains open. We don't want to freeze lines and pumps and that kind of stuff going to and from. We got heaters in around the pump panels and that, but yeah, that's all got to be done. Winterize around here too. You and I were talking about you're busy right now trying to supply some firewood out there.
Yeah, and this is the time of year too. Everybody's going, oh no, the weather's getting cool. We need firewood. And they call me, and nope, I'm not your guy for that.
There you go. And then if you guys heat with wood, partially heat, totally heat, check the chimneys, that kind of stuff. Make sure you don't have creosote buildup.
Right.
Chimney fires. I'm hopping up and I do my own. I clean it and that kind of stuff. I got a brush, check it all out, get that job done.
Yep. Exactly.
Yes, sir. And it's coming up on the time of year. We do this every year. I'll just throw this out at you. Check your smoke detectors.
Yeah.
Change the batteries.
Yeah, good point.
Look at the expiration date on them. Did you know they expire? They do. 10 years.
If they're interconnected, they definitely do.
And, be aware of all that.
Yep, not to mention, good time, like Bill was saying, he turned his furnace on and checked all that, changed the filters. If you've got a digital thermostat, change the batteries just in
Mhm.
case.
Yeah, that's something I got to do. Change the battery in the thermostat.
Yeah, a lot of people forget to do that, myself included. Although I've found out with ours that once the batteries start getting really low, it won't hold its memory as well, and it'll put itself on whatever temperature it feels like.
No.
So I get reminded real quick, hey,
Mhm.
I should probably change those.
Yep. So,
Could be part of the reason why the utility bill was $300.
ooh. Ow.
Yeah. Ohio
Well,
Relic Hunter says he's had his detector for 15 years. His smoke detector, that is.
time for a change.
Well, his is probably just replace the 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
Replace the battery, test it, make sure it's working.
Either that, he's got a canary in a bird cage, like the miners used to have.
Go the old school way and do the miner's trick.
So, yeah, be cognizant of all that stuff.
Yeah, you've got to.
Hmm. Yes. There are bad circumstances that happen if you aren't staying up with it. That can happen.
Yeah.
Carbon monoxide, same thing. Check your detectors.
Yep. And that's why I've got to stay on top of them, because ours are interconnected and they are CO and smoke. So,
Well,
and things.
they passed a law on that. You have to have a carbon monoxide detector within 10 feet of the entrance or in your bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Every bedroom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got them spread through the house. There's, I don't know, 6 of them interconnected. And when one goes off, they all go off. And my God, you just want to get out of there because it is annoying. It'll wake a graveyard.
What it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And then when they start to go bad, they're annoying then too, because they're chirping every few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least the one that's needing replaced is.
Yep.
Thankfully, though, for those who haven't had to deal with that, now they've made everything, if they're interconnected, everything is pretty much a universal plug and play. But it's not that hard to pull it off the wall, unplug it, see what brand, model, whatever it is, if you want to put the exact brand and model back up. Alan Landau in the house.
There he is.
Yeah.
We were looking
Maybe
for you.
he'd give us an update on DigFest in the chat and let us know if they've got any more spots available or not. I think that's what we were wondering earlier, wasn't it? Or if they sold out.
Well, Phil Bortner's in too. How you doing tonight, Phil?
Hey, welcome to Phil. Good to see Phil in too.
That's
So
right.
Phil and Alan both dropped in at the same time. It is Sunday. Maybe they were watching football.
Yep. Tomorrow night's game, the Vikings and the Bears. That ought to be interesting.
Yeah. Everybody's welcoming Alan and Phil, but I have not seen anything. Okay. Apparently, Phil has been here. He snuck in on us,
Yeah.
or he snuck in on me anyway. But I have not seen anything, any update about DigFest if they've got any. But like we said, for those that are attending DigFest, the weather looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing too. We were talking earlier. I think with the continuing climb on gold and silver, we're going to see more hunts, quite possibly taking silver for registration. And we're probably, it would not surprise me at all if we will see more hunts going the way of wild hunting. I mean, not that they won't do seeded hunts, but they'll be trying to get into places where the location has a past to it, where people may find some very interesting finds in the wild too.
A bit like DIV or some of those.
Yeah, much like this Boy Scout camp for Digfest.
Detectivall in England, and they have quite a few others too. They have a big memorial hunt for a guy over there.
Yeah,
KG Ringy go
Rodney
to.
Cook hunt.
Yep, that's coming up. So, in fact, they may be there now. I don't know. And yeah, they're doing a lot of that. But when I was at Detectivall, it was the second year they actually added a seeded hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So, see how that goes.
And some years back, I actually had the opportunity to sit down and do an interview about the Rodney Cook Memorial Hunt, and man, we ran on long enough that show, I believe, I don't remember now if I left it in its entirety or if we split it into two, because we pre-recorded it, and that wound up being like a 3-hour interview.
Wow.
Yeah, they raise a ton of money for charity.
Good.
A ton.
Well, that's a big hunt. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, next to Detectivall, it's probably the next biggest event.
Yes.
Over there. It is definitely.
And Detectivall was fun. I enjoyed that. It was interesting to go through. You had dealers from all over England and a couple from other countries, one from France, that kind of stuff. So it was pretty neat, and a lot of people. They camped on a big area.
Yeah.
So,
and Tim reports in the chat that the Rodney Cook Memorial Hunt was actually this weekend.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I think I did read that, but I didn't pay attention to the date much. But
large group of people coming together doing good things.
Yeah, that's right. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Yep. I know it just kind of, I knew it was a large rally, and I knew that they raised quite a bit of money, but it really surprised me to hear some of the figures during that interview. And it says, Tim's got it here in the chat, that the Rodney Cook Memorial has donated in total over the years over 600,000 euros to charity for cancer.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That is phenomenal. I mean, that's just a staggering number. That's almost what some people won on the Powerball.
Yep. 2 people are winners.
There were I believe they said 3 winning tickets sold here in Ohio that they weren't big winners, but they did well.
Yeah, they get if you get the 5 white ball deal and Power Play can run it up to $1 million, then it goes over a certain amount in the whole jackpot, and they're automatically then $2 million.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of those.
Uh-huh.
I won $8. Woo!
So not ready to retire yet.
Nope.
$8 just ain't gonna cut it.
But it did buy a gallon of milk.
Right, going. It did get me a dozen eggs.
There you go. Maybe. All
Right.
depends upon when. So,
Yeah.
but, $484 million on each one would get if they took the cash payment.
Cash option.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what they had
Jason
on the
said Missouri and Texas split the big jackpot.
Yep. That was the second largest. So let's get back on the road. Let's keep going after the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for everybody that played, you can't win if you don't play, so better luck next time if you weren't a winner.
Yep.
Could take that $8 and turn it back into Powerball tickets. Maybe you get better luck next time.
Well, we'll wait till it gets up there a little bit.
Ah, I see. Don't want to waste that money on a little piddly jackpot.
I don't want a piddly 20 mil. I want a big one.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I want to be able to win that jackpot and buy an island.
And then some.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you there'll be a party somewhere if it would happen. And you probably all get invited.
Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
So I guess everybody ought to be pulling for Chuck the next time the jackpot gets big.
I wouldn't hold your breath, though.
Right?
Odds on that is phenomenal.
Yeah. You might have better luck getting struck by lightning, dare I say.
Yep. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Been called to that a few times.
Yeah, it's a different scene for sure.
Well, what was the number one killer of cowboys? Lightning on drives. Documented.
Wow.
So whatever they're telling you about change in weather, it ain't changed that much.
Yeah. People still get struck by it.
That's right. So
that's the way it happens. So when is Chuck gonna start packing for Makajawan, or maybe you've already started?
I started. I got my clothes put together and going through stuff to take and set up a couple little raffles, that kind of thing, and talking with Frank and timing. He's coming over, we'll fill the truck up and have it ready to roll. We're going to leave 5 a.m. on 5 to 6 on Friday morning. That should, everything going well, that should put us there 12:30 to 1:30.
Nice.
Depending on traffic and all that. So
Mm-hmm. And have you talked to Frank? Has he selected his 27 rods he's taken?
That I don't know yet. I don't know.
Ah,
He's going to bring it over. So he told me to be ready. So I've got to have it packed in a manner we can pack his stuff. But I got plenty of room in that truck. I can always start lashing it down on the rack on the roof.
right. I'm not sure what they're talking about. I thought I saw somebody say that you're on mute, but it looks like you're fine to me. I can hear you.
No,
And I'm not showing that he's on mute. Maybe I misread it.
no, Jason just said, my bad, it was my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, because I had to stop there for a second and look. I'm like, wait a minute. I know I didn't touch anything. But it all looked fine to me.
Yeah. Everybody's saying they can hear us.
Yep.
Barb, Dennis. Ugh. Barb's getting
Yep.
ready for that fall circuit there. She's selling stuff.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I heard Jude say she was doing pepper jelly today.
Pepper relish.
Pepper relish. Mm-hmm. Good stuff, Barb.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I had a guy stop yesterday. No. Friday. I had a guy stop Friday and drop off a jar of salsa that he does over the open fire.
Ah. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, apparently he turned his he tore the burners out of his gas grill and turned it into a stick burner.
Really?
And he likes to do salsa over open fire on the grill. That way, doesn't heat the house up and all that stuff. Which, right, that's not a bad way to do it.
You get that smoky flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So he wanted to drop by with a jar of salsa, and while he was here, he wanted to pick up some good firewood so he could keep his operation going. So it worked out all right.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad Tim made it back from England. He found some goodies. Safe travels. That was
Right.
one question I wanted to ask him. Did he run into any giddy up with customs or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't know. And I never did. If he put it in the chat, I must have missed it as to whether or not he signed up for DigFest.
Yeah. I didn't see that either.
But at least he arrived home and traveled safely.
Yep. There's
and okay, I see he says thanks, Chuck.
Yep.
Past that, I don't know if he had any issues with customs or
I have never had an issue other than the one time I was questioned leaving the country, why I had been there, this kind of stuff. And I told him
whether or not you had anything to declare.
That was it. Yep. I have nothing. So that was actually the first trip over there. The past two has just been basically in and out.
Old hat.
Yep. So
nothing wrong with that. Well, then hopefully it would stand to reason that that's the way that things went for Tim.
Oh, Tim says TSA completely emptied all carry-on luggage coming home.
Well, that sounds like there was a little bit of a hitch in the giddy up.
Yeah.
That sounds like
oh. He said they didn't like all the batteries in the bag. That's where you're supposed to put all your lithium batteries.
Yeah. I mean,
Just trying to comply.
yeah. What did they expect you to do with them, Tim? I'm curious now.
Or it says, Tim, make sure they fold your Speedo next time.
Leave it to Bill. That does make a person curious, though. I mean, because when you travel that far, chances are good you're traveling with more than one machine.
Right.
Because you don't want to get over there and have an equipment failure. That's what you're going for. Oh, okay. He said that he didn't mention him. He didn't mention the batteries, and he probably should have, like he usually does. So that might be where the little hitch came in at, because I mean that's what they want you to
Yeah,
do.
just a little catch. I mean, going out of the Quad Cities, I generally open the bag because I've got the detector upper, the control box with battery in the carry-on, and the pinpointer being lithium. I told them that was that way too. And they looked at it and went, huh, and just ran it on through this time. I had no problems. Yep. But the first time I took an STC 2300 up to Alaska, that gal was having a meltdown. She'd never seen anything like that. And I had talked to the TSA agent up. I had it open. I said, that's a metal detector. It unfold. He put it through there.
Oh, you're a terrorist.
Yeah, basically, she said, I don't know what this is. I've never seen anything like it. It's got stuff in it, blah, blah, blah. And the guy walked over to her and told her twice it's a metal detector.
You work here long enough, you'll see a few of them. It's a normal occurrence.
And she kept running it back and forth, and she called for the supervisor to come over, and the guy told her again, and the supervisor,
it's a metal detector.
I said, take it out. I'll show it to you if you need to. Supervisor looked at them both, said, no, put him through.
And yes, Tim was traveling with his Knox 800, his D2 with 2 coils and 2 pinpointers. So yeah, he had a lot of batteries in his bag.
Yeah, you had a bag full, bud.
Yes, he did. He had a big bag of lithium.
So,
but like we said, you don't travel that far just to sit there and have equipment failures and not be able to hunt.
Right.
I don't think I've heard of anyone that only goes to England with 1 detector.
No, you take 2.
Yeah,
Alaska, I take 2.
Relic Rat in the house. Welcome aboard.
Hello, Relic Rat.
Yeah. Apparently it stands for Recovering Artifacts Together.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that his name is Cliff. Well, if I'm correct in my assumption, welcome aboard, Cliff. And I don't know. I may have to go and check and see if he's got any YouTube videos up. That it's an intriguing name.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Right.
If he's got some videos up, may have to reach out to him, and who knows? Maybe we should get him on the show and hear what stories he's got to share.
Yep. I went to high school with a guy. His nickname in school was Rat. Everybody
Huh.
had a nickname in school. But,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But this one's got meaning. Recovering artifacts together. That's pretty cool. And what's he say there? It's Cliff. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Cliff.
Welcome aboard. That's cool.
And he says he's dug some relics.
Good.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with digging some relics. Ain't
No.
nothing at all wrong
Not a
with
thing
some.
at all.
No,
Yep.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's right. Well, buddy, it's
We
getting-
always love to hear about relics.
Yeah, well, yeah, you get to listen to a couple relics all the time on here. And occasionally a few of them chime in on the chat. We have a good time.
Right?
That's right.
Yep. And some folks may be a little surprised by it, but every now and then we've even got somebody on here that's older than we are.
Yeah, I think there is. I think he lives in Ohio. Maybe.
Oh,
There you go.
and looks like he's from Central Georgia.
Ah, you should have a few relics
Nice.
down there.
Yeah, definitely.
He's from Central Georgia. Good chance he probably knows my buddy down there, Van Boone.
Van Boone, yeah.
Yeah, Van and I hunted together quite a bit.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. And you know, I'm kind of drawing a blank here. I'm pretty sure we've had Van Boone on the show before. Or maybe we had just talked about it. Oh no, if we have, it's been a while.
It's been a while. I think we did have Van on a few years back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Right after he found that sword.
okay. All
Mhm.
right.
Attributed to a Confederate general. So, pretty cool stuff. Well, buddy, I'm going to get out of here. Going to get tuned up. We're going to go digging with Allen and company up in Makajawan,
Wisconsin for Makajawan.
Pearson, Wisconsin. So, we're about 90 miles, between 80 and 90 miles, I think, below the Upper Peninsula. So, it'll be interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what, for an event called Chicago Dig Fest, you sure are going to be an
the
awful
mileage
long way
on
from
that one,
Chicago.
Yeah, putting some real miles on, but that's fine. Makes it interesting. You know, make it interesting.
How many hours did you say that's going to be for you and Frankie?
According to my map setup, 5.5.
Wow. Nice.
So yeah, it's a run. You guys, how far was it from you guys just to East Moline?
I want to say right around 7,
Yeah.
6.5, 7, 7.5, something like that.
Yeah, that's a drive.
Yeah, it was.
And we got a good chunk of it's interstate, but once you hop off and head towards Pearson off of
Yeah.
39
Then it's
or whatever it
Disneyland
is.
for corn.
Yeah. No, you get up in there, it's just nothing but woods.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah, you're getting up in that country up there, that northern half, and cornfields get fewer between.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we passed by a few places that.
And actually, I think that area is black bear country too. So.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Used to be, we
Well.
go up Eau Claire, Wisconsin, started really getting into black bear, but now they've moved south and westward. They're in Iowa along the river. You see them in Prairie du Chien and below there, and occasionally into Iowa now. So.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, on the way back from Illinois, Barb did Illinois to Ohio to North Carolina in one day. It's like a 14-hour run for her.
Oh, Barb.
Of course, she's a little on the wild side.
You think? She won't say her nickname, but her dad had it painted on her truck after she wrecked it. So I'd like to figure that one out when she was in high school.
Maybe she doesn't want people to know. Although I find that hard to believe. If you look at Barb's timeline, usually she's an open book.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes. Either way, like we had told everyone Wednesday, we were going to be back tonight. This Wednesday, we will not be here because Chuck will be prepping for Makajawan. I'm prepping for treatment.
A lot going
and
on.
Then hopefully this coming Sunday, I will have recovered and Chuck has made it back safely and didn't get eaten by a bear or anything. And
Right.
we can do a recap of Makajawan.
Correct.
Who knows? Maybe we can even get Alan on too. I don't know.
Yep.
All just
All
depends
righty.
on how busy he is.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. The schedule book is full. So
Yes.
if I can make it all at once without crossing over into too many of them, in other words, I didn't pile them on top of one another, we'll get her done this week.
Yeah, there you go.
But
Well,
everybody have a great week. And we'll get back. We'll give a good report on Allen and Company and talk about what was found.
they do put on a good trip.
Yes, they do.
Good,
Sounds like we're going to have a
hunt,
good barbecue
event.
one night. So we'll have a lot of fun.
That's going to be some killer food. You're going to enjoy that.
Yes, it is.
Definitely. Well,
right.
Safe travels, Chuck.
Thank you. Everybody have a great week. Stay safe. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
We'll see you. And for everyone else that is traveling this Wednesday, Thursday, I guess, or Friday, depending on how it is that you're rolling into Makajawan, safe travels to all, and good luck to all. It's going to be interesting to see what's found, especially for the history of that area, the mining camp, the scout camp, the Triple C camp, the potential of copper culture. I can't wait. And like I've told everyone previously, whatever it is you find, please take time, go show it to John and Alan. Let them get some photos. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a good time. I wish I could have made it. Unfortunately, the cards didn't fall out that way. I have to go another direction because it is time for treatment and it is badly needed. Terribly. So if you enjoyed the show, throw us a like. You can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting, Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, or the wonderful podcast distribution services that are out there. Obviously, we are live here Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, as the weather and powers to be allow. And then the audio gets carried over to the podcast distribution shortly after that, usually in 24 to 48 hours normally. Somewhere around there. Either way, join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. The choice is entirely up to you, but we're glad that you joined us here tonight. And hello to the new names, such as Cliff, Good luck, everyone. Get out there and try to find it if you can. If you do, post up the pictures. You know how we love to see them. If you're not, well, if you're grilling and smoking, you can post those photos up too. We're out of here. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.